Hello, everyone. Coach Carol here with you today. I'm happy to have you with us today for this creative journey in AI-assisted storytelling. And I'm including some creativity with both ChatGPT Omni and Claude 3.5 Sonnet today. And throughout some of these slides, you'll see some of my DALL-E 3 creations. I do hope that you are inspired by the presentation to try out the AI tools for yourself. For those of you who don't know me, here's a few of my credentials. Some of you do know me from also having done the Diploma of Family History with the University of Tasmania in 2019. And I've included my bucket list here because I'm quite proud of what I've been able to achieve since then, definitely preserving my own family history, but also creating an online academy where I can help others do the same. Published a few books. And my writing nowadays really focuses on ancestral stories. And I'm sure that's why you're here today. So I'm doing this in 3 parts. One is more or less my introduction to the field of AI-assisted storytelling, and I'm introducing my new 6P framework today. Sounds a bit strange, but I thought it would be of interest for those who are just starting their journey. How do you frame all of this into a manageable process that makes sense for you? Then in session 2, we're definitely going to look at the process in doing your stories with the help of, and session 3, we'll also process with Claude 3.5. So there are 3 things that I think we need to know about getting AI to help with our storytelling. And they come under the heading of engaging your audience now. How many of us really wish that some of our descendants and our friends took more interest in what we do instead of that glazed over look they give us? So first, you need to choose your AI storytelling tool. And just like any tool, you need to select the one that's best for your storytelling process. I'm going to demonstrate 2 of those today, but there are so many more out there, it gets really confusing. But the hype at the moment is about Claude 3.5, and I'm preferring it at the moment. The 6P framework is purpose, prepare, plan, prompt, process, and play. I think that's the major element. Have fun. This is what we need to do. I really want to help you let AI enhance your journey. It really is like storytelling magic. Here's my 6P framework. The first step is define your goals. What is it that you want it to help you with? Prepare, gather your data and context, plan, prompt, process, and play. It's like a little thought process, if you like, that will get you started if you haven't already. So first of all, in defining your goals, what is it that you want it to do? But why set goals? Why is that important? Well, it helps you focus your efforts for a start so you don't lose track. You know how hard it is sometimes to avoid rabbit holes. It will also help you maximize your efficiency. I have found that it saves time. And it will help you to measure your progress. If you've got a goal and you know your direction later, then you can make sure that you've reached your goal. And you can continually adapt and improve your writing. The next step is to prepare. By the way, all of these little images are created by DALL-E, as you can see. AI does help with information synthesis. As you can see here, it help you summarize data, help you identify patterns or connections, and it will help you generate concise family summaries. Maybe that's where you need help from an AI tool to plan where you're going to store your data. Next is to plan your story structure, and this is where your AI tool can help enormously. If you're not a native writer, as we say, then the whole task of writing your ancestral stories can become quite complex and difficult, and you might put it aside thinking, oh, that's too hard. This is where your AI tool will help you. It'll help you with your story structure, and it'll help you categorize, even create timelines, or it could be relationships mapped to your family data. So the whole host of ways in which it can help you do that. Now, you've probably heard a lot about prompting and how important that is. They call it engineering prompts for use in AI. And actually, that's just your way of conversing with the AI tool. It's what you put into the information chat conversation that helps the AI tool respond in a way that you expect. You might have a favorite prompt. If you're already into AI, you may have a favorite that you use frequently. Could be something like, will you please help me transcribe this? We've all been struggling with some things like that lately, where we're trying to get the AI tools to transcribe old English writing. I'm sure that in the future that will get better. I'd like to share with you a factors framework, if you like, for prompts. If you've listened to others, they've got their own version of these, but mine is easily remembered by the acronym FACTORS, which stands for format, audience, context, tone, outline, role, and be specific. Now, if you're really keen to get down and detail these, you could create your prompts and store them in a Word or Google Doc. And that will enable you to use those same prompts over again. So the process for you in any of those tools is that you start a new chat conversation and do that for each story. Make sure you can keep it succinct. You might then feed it some historical documents that you already have, or dot points or census records, and you might want it to extract key details. You might want it to transcribe and analyze any of those documents that have been digitized. But you can also ask AI to create the elements of your story step by step. And this is what I'm going to focus on in a moment. The final step here that I think we should all focus on is play. It is really important because it unleashes creativity, it reduces the pressure for you, it encourages your exploration, and most of all, facilitates your learning. We all learn when we are relaxed, and maybe it can spark some joy for you along the line. So now we choose the tool, and you've told me what you're using. There's also another one that is gaining in popularity, and that's Perplexity, mainly because it can interrogate websites, which is another facet that you might want to consider. When you're at the stage of wanting to edit, you might consider the tool Edit GPT or Quillbot. These are specific tools for those tasks. But how is it that any of those tools can assist with your storytelling? And I've come up with the 10. It's all about narrative, your writing style, your character development, historical context, scene, editing, fact-checking, even solving your writer's block, and considering your audience and considering ethics. Both of those tools will do it quite well for you.